Hey guys, welcome back to NFA Review Channel. Today we have a pretty cool gun in, the brand new Springfield Armory Prodigy 3.5. So they just released this. It's a compact 1911 double stack and with a 3.5 inch barrel. I missed the first launch of the Prodigy, so I'm happy that they finally sent me one to review so I can get some good hands-on time. Those of you out there know, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, I am a 1911/2011 nerd. I love the platform, so this is gonna be a really fun video for me too. I have some staccatos, 1911s, a pretty large collection of 1911s actually, so this is gonna feel right at home. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. We're gonna bust out the specs real quick and then we'll hit the range and do some shooting. Let's get to it. All right, first things first, it is of course chambered in 9mm, has an overall length end to end at 7 inches. Its height is 5.1 inches and the weight comes in at 25.5 ounces. The frame is going to be mostly comprised of 70/75 aluminum with a hard coat anodizing, and then of course you have the polymer grip housing here on the bottom that has a really nice texturing on it. Moving up, the slide is going to be constructed from forged carbon steel with a black Cerakote, and of course it is optics ready. We'll cover more on that here in a second. Barrel, I mentioned earlier, 3.5 inch. It is forged stainless steel barrel, black DLC coated. It is a match bull barrel with a 1/16 twist. The sights are going to be serrated rear U-notch to help with that glare, and the front is going to be a white outline tritium front sight. Ships with 2 mags at a retail price of $1,549. So now we got all that out of the way, let's just cover the other aspects of this gun. I'll show you some beautiful close-up shots here so you guys can admire what I'm holding in my hands. Something they did on the new 3.5 is shorten the beaver tail and recontour the hammer so it's it projects less out of the rear of the firearm. It is easier to carry. It doesn't print through your shirt as easy as a non-beveled beaver tail. I'll show you a little shot here. You can see where they cut the beaver tail off. It actually looks pretty cool. I didn't really notice it at first until I read the spec sheet on it, and then I was like, oh yeah, they did cut that off. I guess it just fits with the profile of the gun so well, kind of blends in, which is nice. Their optic cut here on the top is going to be a collab with Agency Arms, and that's the AOS, the Agency Optic System, where it uses industry adapter plates to affix, end user red dots optics of your choice. Luckily for me, Springfield Armory sent me a little bag of multiple plates. Unfortunately, it does not ship with any plates. You just have to go on their website. There's a drop down and you can select whichever plate you need for your optic. Before we hit the range, I'm going to probably mount the Vortex Defender ST. I just used one on the review for the Echelon Compact, if you guys watched that review, and I like the size of the viewing window on that sight, and it's very affordable. I actually, even with all my contacts in the industry, I'm like, let me just order it, just get over with it, and I actually found it on Amazon for a pretty good price, and it shipped pretty quick. So that should get here in a couple days and I'll be able to mount it and zero it for the review. Let's go back down to the trigger. Let me take this mag out. Trigger, as you would guess, for a 1911 platform, it's beautiful. Reset, oh so short and very tactile. Gives you good feedback there. Hammer, very crisp. You can still grip it as you see there with one hand. Has ambidextrous safety. The left side looks to be a little shorter here, of course, for carry for our right-handed shooters like me. The magazine release, one thing I would like to see here is, if it's possible, I don't know the geometry inside this guy, the engineering, but it'd be kind of nice to have a little scallop area here so people with alligator thumbs like me, little T-Rex thumbs, I don't have to change my grip when reloading if that was scalloped a little bit more. Maybe a larger magazine release, but that's just a little nitpick there. They have a nice high cut area here under the trigger guard, as you see, and it's smooth here as well, which is nice when you're gonna grab it from a holster. I actually like that. And then they have a relief cut underneath the trigger guard, so you can get a nice purchase and other point of contact with your support hand. Oh man, this thing feels really good. For those of you that like to wrap your pointer finger around the front of the trigger guard with your support hand, you could do that as well. I don't. I just shoot both thumbs high forward, like so. What else? Slide stop, nothing special there, just your standard 1911 profile slide stop. I would imagine doing a reload with this platform, either over the hand C-clamp method to release the slide on a reload, or let's just pretend I put a mag in there. You could drop the slide stop with your support hand, which is typically what I do when shooting a 1911, which is weird because I shoot every other handgun completely opposite. But you can bring your hands together, drop the slide, and then press out and fire. I love the finish on it. I love the all black murdered out look. It's great. The only thing with color on here is that really nice outlined front sight, which is easy to pick up. Very minimal writing, no big billboards. Like, will fire with magazine removed. Holy shit, contact all the press and all the lawyers. See page 243 that you would typically get on some firearms. Okay, so no warning labels there. You have a nice DS here for the double stack. Prodigy's nice and cool font, small, Springfield Armory, and then your serialized information with your city and state. Just a really clean looking gun. Recoil spring system is going to be, of course, captive with that bull barrel. Just a really cool gun. I mean, I don't know. It feels very staunchy, substantial in your hand. You can control it. Just manipulating it here in the studio, it feels very good. You have the front serrations for press checking. That U-notch rear sight, though, I do love that. That's one of my favorite sight setups, actually. So, kind of don't want to put a red dot on it. I might shoot it both. I might shoot it with irons and red dot. I don't know. But grip's a little wide, but that's just part of the deal when you're shooting a double stack 1911. But it does feel good once you get it pressed out and supported for shooting. So, well, I think I rambled enough here in the studio. One thing I want to mention before we leave is those. I think I mentioned it did ship with the two 15-round mags. Cross-compatible with staccato. So the staccato 15-round mags fit in here, and of course you can get larger extended mags with the larger base plates from Springfield that will fit in here nice. Their mags, they just add their logo on the front. So pretty sweet little gun. I think that's enough talk in the studio. You guys get it. It's a handsome little pistol, but let's see if it shoots as good as it looks. Let's get to it. Before we get shooting, a quick word from our sponsor, Capital Armory. They're the nation's largest silencer dealer and have expanded their silencer shipping ability to multiple states, with even more on the way. They can still ship directly to Texas residents, but they can now deliver silencers directly to your door for those in many other states. The process is simple and keeps everything in-house. So there are no additional dealers, transfer fees, or headaches. They manage the entire process from start to finish to make your life easier. The process is very simple. Once you purchase a silencer online through their website, you'll be contacted to begin your online customer profile to provide them with fingerprints and other necessary information to complete your e-file Form 4. After the ATF approves your form, Capital Armory will initiate electronic transfer paperwork with you, and your silencer will be mailed directly to your front door. And the best part is, your customer profile only needs to be done once, so you'll be ready to go for all future orders. Head to capitalarmory.com today to learn more. Wow, it is cold out here, guys. Just to give you some context, I'm in Florida, in case you didn't know. And yesterday it was like 70 degrees. Right now it's 30 and windy and humid, and it sucks. And I only brought, or I had 2 jackets in my truck, thank God. So yeah, let's see how this thing shoots with numb hands. Cannot feel my face or my hands. But I'm really excited to get some rounds through this. So we're going to start off with some Federal 115 grain and see how we go. I'm just going to give you this angle real quick while I shoot the first rounds through this guy. I'm shooting at 10 yards on an IDPA cardboard target for groups. I'll do that in a minute. But I have steel at 60 yards there, and then 150 because it's flooded and I can't move the targets, so that's where they're gonna stay. So I'm just gonna warm up here. First round's fired. Oh man, that thing is so smooth. Through the new Prodigy 3.5. See if I can hit that steel at 60 yards. Let me loosen this jacket, huh? All right. Don't miss, everybody's watching, huh? Okay. Damn. Can't see splash, so I don't know where I'm missing. It's a 2/3 size IDPA. Gun is smooth. I know I'm shooting with gloves on, but that is nice. Let's try 150 because why not? Ooh. Damn, I'm just dancing. Oh! 150 yards with a 3.5-inch barrel. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, God. Yes. This thing shoots surprisingly well. Like, that shoots a lot nicer than I thought it was gonna for such a small barrel. All right, let me reposition the camera over the shoulder and we'll shoot some groups. So I forgot I'm wearing Meta sunglasses, so I'll just use these so I don't have to move the camera and refocus it. Well, this kind of gives you guys a cool view, right? Hey, if you don't like it, let me know in the comments section below. All right, let's see, 30 feet. Hopefully you guys can see the sights on this. I don't know how it's gonna pick up. Oh my God, Adam, Jesus Christ. Horrible. All right, so I rushed that. Let's mulligan that shit. Slow down. Jesus, I can't feel my fingers. Okay, I'll take that. Jesus. What in the fuck? Okay, let me, I'm literally gonna go warm my hands and reload and try that again, because that sucked ass. Oh yeah, the sun's trying to poke through. Okay, let's get some feeling back. Let's go. Yeah, all right. All right. Got two smaller circles on the head there. I got 1 and 2 marks, so group 1, group 2. So the whole front sight is covering that 1. That's amazing what warm hands and no gloves will do for shooting, no? Jesus. All right, group 2. Ooh, got wind chill. Damn flyer. Well, gloves, no gloves. Group 1, group 2. I'll take group 1. Just forget all this. Look at that, beautiful. All right, now That sun does feel way better. I have 147 grain subsonic ammo just to check functionality. And we're gonna continue to shoot these groups here. All right, group number 3 with no gloves. Jesus. Yeah, got a flyer in every group, it seems. Again, I'll take the second group out of the 2. Okay, all right, last group here. Let me see if I can slow things down. Got 115 grain ammo again. And last group there at the bottom. I'm telling you guys at home that my fingertips are numb. They are very numb, so it's hard to feel the face of the trigger. Let me bring it in close there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I mean, that'll do. Defensive pistol, huh? At 30 feet. Now, let's throw that in the sand on accident and play around at 60 yards. Oh, you. Oh, nicked it. Yes, someone that just shot like that did that at 60 yards. I don't know. Science. Okay, now let's be a little realistic here. We're still going to be at 30 feet, but I'm just going to mag dump into the Suppress Fest logo, right? Center mass, as fast as we can, right? That'll work. Oh, yeah. Yep. That'll work. Faux show. All right, guys. I still had the Echelon Compact in my truck, and I want you guys just to take a look at the footprints here. Beaver tail to beaver tail. They're almost identical. The Prodigy's a little shorter if you're measuring from the beaver tail to the muzzle. The width, I would give the edge to the compact Echelon, but I mean, this is hard to kind of show you guys at home. They aren't off by much. So if you're in the market for a compact 15 round, defensive carry gun, it's really going to come down to your shooting style, what you prefer with the 1911 platform or a Striker Fire platform, because these are damn near identical. I also have a Defender ST on the way, so I'll do some YouTube shorts with that later on, so stay tuned for that, but I just wanted to kind of show you that. So yeah, let's shoot them. Let's shoot the Echelon, huh? Yeah. Let's just turn on that sight first, huh? Okay. Definitely lighter weight. This one Much smoother recoil impulse. It's not even close. Damn. That actually has me thinking. I really love this gun too, but you guys should take a hard look at this. So if you guys definitely, if you have an indoor range that has rentals and they end up getting these two, definitely shoot them side by side. It's definitely worth it. All right, let's conclude. All right, guys, final thoughts on the Prodigy 3.5. First things first, I didn't mean to torture test it with the sand. That was actual beach sand that was brought in during the hurricane, but I accidentally dropped the gun in it filming some B-roll. As you saw at the beginning of today's video, I actually reversed that clip. Then I just decided, screw it, and I threw it in the sand like 20 times. And it actually did quite well. It only had one malfunction, and it was jam full of that large granule type beach sand. 1 out of 10 would not recommend. It took me well over an hour to clean that gun, or to clean this gun. The sight finally came in. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go install the sight. Let me clean it first. Yeah, that turned into an ordeal. The sand was all in the beaver tail, like the hammer mechanism, the safeties. It's pretty bad. The gun still functioned. You could hear everything. So it took quite a while to clean it. But it was nice to see that the gun could function under pretty horrible conditions you'd probably never put your carry 1911 or 2011 in. As far as accuracy, it shot great, I'm sure. I was having a little bit of off day with my frozen hand situation. I am going to bring it back out and shoot it with the Vortex Defender ST, and I'll post a YouTube short, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I would. It's a chunky little guy, but it fills the hand nice, and the recoil impulse is quite smooth, as you saw, compared to the compact Echelon. Their sizes are going to be pretty comparable, so it's just another carry gun option for those of us out there that are looking for something like this, a 15+1 setup. And you know, in the world of micro and compact carry guns, it's nice to know that stuff like this is out there. It's not super micro compact, but it is small, but it's actually usable should you need it for long distance shots, say at the end of an aisle at a supermarket, or a long distance shot in a food court in a mall that has happened before, stuff like that. The last thing you want to do is pull out a little tiny pocket mouse gun when shit hits the fan and not be able to really hit anything and put any threats down. So it's quite nice. So if you guys have any questions on it, please leave them below, and I will do my best to answer it. And by the time you see this video, when the media embargo is released, I should be in Las Vegas bringing you videos from SHOT Show, and I'll see you there.